You plug in with the man in charge. That's something you don't sabotage. This is how you raise the bar. Raise the roof like a demigod. Keep making your moves while the devil's watch. This is how you raise the bar. Don't build your label on a deck of cards, claiming you stable but don't affect the charts. This is how you raise the bar. We ain't phased by y'all. Straight talk, we don't fake for the fades of heart.
We rolling.
Bafuna bafokaz. Abacha nabachagazi. Sipho nosiphokazi.
Oh, yes.
Malume nomalumekazi.
Yeah, sure.
Yo, welcome to Raise the Bar. We back. It's another episode. We've actually shot like 2 episodes, but we didn't like them. We're like, screw that shit. Delete. Start it over. Not with these niggas, yeah, but it was 2 different other people. So it's been a minute. So I brought some guests.
Yeah, I feel sorry if they're watching. Okay, let's go up.
No, bro, we're gonna reshoot. I'm just looking to do something. His mic. Nobody even knows. Yeah.
Ghost nigga.
Ghost nigga. Yeah, I like that name.
Casper, come down.
Showcase.
The friendly ghost. So, Dinonyana umqhubi kaqu.
Yay.
Umqhubi kaqu.
Yay. Woo. Woo. Woo.
And
Yeah, I feel it.
funny thing is, I was waiting for him to introduce himself.
That's Zona in on the thingy.
On the clicks.
Yeah, man, it's E. What's a Frego? You know the vibe.
AKA E Frego.
AKA Nyana Kubika Kuka.
Yes, sir.
You know the
And
vibes,
we got Bethina right at there.
Yay. Anyway, it's Kaba fresh, I say good shape. Most people do. Yo, it's Sibs. Bad company. What's up?
Okay, then we got. What's Alele's new rap? Quite like rap before I see.
No, it's too explicit. It's too explicit.
We that show.
I thought about it, but it's too explicit, guys. Like,
Yeah, you were so hype in the voice note. Yeah,
but there's children watching.
Adele has a rap?
Alele wrote this. Alele used to rap back in the day.
No way.
Yeah, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
Alele used to rap back in the day. Hey, I'm not gonna tell the story.
Please don't.
Tell you that.
Please don't.
We'll talk about it off
there's
the story.
Okay, masimcha bites off cam and then just say it
We'll
anyway.
talk about the story of Cam, but Alele used to rap. He actually wrote something that I might use.
Because it's that good.
Nah, it wasn't that good. I made it good. I made it good.
Been a potential.
But yeah, it was like it's part of unreleased songs. Like 20 something is probably it's definitely gonna make the project. Like it's collaborative because did you write it as a rap or as a poem? I think it was a poem. It
Bit
was
of
a poem,
both.
and I liked the direction of the story, so we collaborated on that and I finished it off. But his version was trash. How many people actually admit that they were trash? When you first started out, you thought everything you created was fire, didn't you?
Because it was.
Mine was.
It was.
What's your first ever rap? If it was fire, you'd remember.
Yeah, local central, like now that's like, yo, like, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like 12 years worth of.
Anele, what's your first rap?
lost memory.
The first rap.
What if it's like 16
Or poem or whatever.
years?
Yo, I have this fire. I have a number of fire poems.
First one.
Talking about fire. One.
Oh, my very first one. I can't remember the first one that I wrote, but I know it was probably a heartbreak.
Oh shit.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
So what was your first one?
Um,
Y'all making it
Em-
seem like I'm asking
Em
about your
was-
first time with a girl or something. Like, it was your first kiss.
That would have been an
Em
easier
was
question.
lovey-dovey. I remember it was a collaboration of Nyumchita.
And you made a love song.
Yeah, obvious. I was singing about a girl. It's a song, dog.
Okay.
AM was some gangster shit. I was talking about shooting people.
Hey.
Nah, big up to that negativity. I'm just uncomfortable low collaboration. Love songs. First time out the gate, and my nigga, I love you. No. Look at
COVID romance.
So, what was the first one? What was your first one? Like, let's go. Like, I remember my first one. Yeah, bro. It was I went to RA Enga, ne?
Sure.
So it just so happened that I think it was around Konama Sports Days and whatever. I forgot what the external influence of my love for rap was. Yeah, bro. I used to travel and get basic hip hop all the way to school. Like Eminem, I forgot what album it was, but I think it's the one with Cleaning Out My Closet. Eminem Show. So was it? But even prior to that, they use a soundtrack. So all these explicit songs, I'm just in the bus, wide-eyed, with yo, like how, like so. This one time I'm in class and I find like we used to move classes for science, like because there was a lab. So was that grade 5? Yeah. So I moved to this class. I get there. There's a piece of paper that has rhymes. Yeah, but like don't mess with the best because the best don't mess. And I forgot, don't fool with the cool because the cool don't fool. Yeah, or something. I think it had those 4 lines. So I added on to that. Yeah, boy, and I started dissing my classmates.
Biting. Bite.
I was sampling. Okay. I was collaborating.
Yeah, collaborating.
Collaborating with anonymous people. Yeah, boy, like that was different. You're collaborating with niggas who love songs. So
Nigga had a ghostwriter.
Like, I add to that. Yeah, boy, like don't plant feathers like Heather. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
This other chick in Essentia, her hair was bushy, afro, whatever. But I was always like I guess that's why I love battle rap, because Dan telling later, I was like as one of those kids who would make fun of you. Yeah,
plus, I mean, like with the influence of Eminem and he's
yeah. Well, so I used to love that shit, like because get scandalous also. The whole user soundtrack. Actually, I remember I once fought with Lala the whole soundtrack. We filmed. So the whole time, like then I added to that. But the first one that I wrote from scratch, without. They used to make me rap that thing for the whole year. For the whole year, and then they rap one. And they liked it because that man did extend and add other people in the class. So they used to like it by like, oh, how does he do this? Then I had, then Passions was on TV. So I was like, passion rhymes with fashion, cash in, I've got the passion for fashion. Come on, let's cash in this session. I forgot what the rest of the lines were like, but I've got the power to climb this tower.
Yeah.
Every day, I'm going higher.
Yes.
No need to cower. I was like, so it was just, and in my mind, I thought like the day that I ran out of rhymes is when I stopped rapping. So I used to try every time. I thought like
at some point,
objective was just to rhyme. At some point, I'm gonna have to stop because we're gonna run out of words. I didn't understand that there was a story. There was storytelling to it. This is me like at 12, going on 13. I think. Like, and I hadn't really.
It's like grade 7, 8, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. No.
6,
like
7, maybe.
It was, if it's
but
like
if it's
11,
12, it's probably what?
It's
6,
like
7.
6.
No.
6.
I think it was
6.
grade 5.
Sure, No, I think.
No, it's grade 5, but grade 6. Grade 6 was passion for fashion. But like I might have started. That's why I did it the year before. I had that one rap.
Showcase
so
with the ghostwriter.
Collaboration. So a sample, bro. A sample.
Showcase.
Then that's all I remember with the raps.
Damn.
Like now your love song collabo, your duet with your nigga.
No, what happened? Umchita sang why cooler. So and then Gengogu, I think the class I pam way to babe as always the arts and culture where you make instruments and all. So we have this other nigga Umri. He played the guitar, and then that nigga started singing 18 and la hook, something like no, 18, you making things rock. She thinks that I'm sweet, but it's always hard to believe. Yeah, well, go see ways and
it has a melody in Kumba's. Okay, no, go back.
It sounds like something
familiar.
Sing the melody again.
You making things wrong. She thinks that I'm sweet, but it's always hard to believe.
I would have loved that song. It sounds like something I would hop on.
Hey. So yeah, and
You
then I
hop on
come
the
in.
nigga, I hop on the song.
And then I got in. I was.
And then you
being
got
this
in.
Cool kid.
No. No.
My thing, you know, Mike.
Mute.
So yeah, I was on this cool version transition ngena kwi rap. It wasn't really rap, but more singing.
Okay, what are you transitioning from?
From I had a high pitched voice, so then if a soprano. Yeah, boy.
Hey, that's my story. That's my story. Like I used to sing soprano too.
Yeah,
Damn.
so I was trying that
Like-
hardcore shit. Yeah,
Oh, funny thing is, that's oh my word, like that's so relatable to me personally. Like, I think that's why when the pros, the M's, and all these niggas who are rapping in high pitched tones,
Yeah.
like I used to hate the sound of my voice when recording. So when rap came about, I used to sing. I was like, whatever my sisters can do now. They cool. They cool. But Sasa was that guy.
Was
Like,
that guy.
like,
Don Dada.
Yo, so when my rapping thing began, like it was like, okay, now I'm sort of finding a different pocket, where I'm trying to disassociate from that singing thing. I don't know, was that the experience for you, Oganye?
Yeah, bro. It was more or less that because na with school choir, I would stand with the chicks, papangi. So I hated Nalea way, but hey, bro. And I was the only nigga. So and then Onyanya Nalea way. So I was like, nah, shit, fuck this. Let me try rap. And then because I tried going to eat and still tried to going to eat bass with the the big boys always hung their back. Hey, bro, it didn't work. So me now writing music like Lengo Malena was a transition from Yongele way, but okay, I might be softy with the voice too, but like you gotta listen to this.
Now the funny thing is like my recollection of me singing, my whole family sings. I just got reminded because Besiagui family reunion, it was so dope, like everyone sing. I'm like thinking, yo, let me try to record them so we can actually sample this and make some fire hip-hop songs. But I'll definitely go back and circle back so we can record those type of things. But like, hence why you also, like when I did like at the last open mic sessions that I did at Sponono, those are songs I grew up hearing them sing. About like my aunts, my mom, and what. I think I've spoke about this before. So I remember this one time, I think wakona like a birthday party for one of my aunts. And we're a huge family, bro. Like at the reunion, there was like 54 of us. Like, and this is just one branch of the family tree. Like just my great granddad's kids. So khona nabe siblings zakhe. So if khona bona zonke we going to at grand and more. So the next reunion might be with all of us, but not necessarily the next one, but that's where we headed with it. But like it's man is expand and just so get familiar. And now, but where I'm going with this whole thing is, I remember being at this birthday party and they asked everyone to sing. I was always a kid with confidence. Not everyone to sing. They asked us about our father, Tandas. So everyone is like, but all the kids are old. And I start, our father.
Damn.
Everyone joins in. So I've always had that thing of like, yo, my soprano used to hit. And you ask when you grow up in EC, I'm not sure if it's an EC thing because
probably an EC thing,
that our singing, our soprano is more choral type of leader. That's why you're speaking of being in a choir. It's your singing is not to buy you can Beyonce this, like it's like no,
choral stuff.
Like it has to come from the gut. So that's basically my story. And that's nobody cut elsewhere. Just that I could relate.
He was
funny thing is I
transitioning,
kick it
though.
with him like so much. That's the first time I ever heard that story.
Hey, bro. Hey.
Because I'm always held hostage whenever I go to his place. Need to know I'll be here for this hour. Then somehow the sun is set and you have to stay here. You wake up the next morning, you're like, I'm leaving. Like, yo, man, we gotta do this.
Something put. Hey.
So, your first rap, like, let's get to it.
Well, I don't remember my first rap. But I just remember it was like around that J Squad era. It was like my first rap was to his Spaz meter too. You know what I mean? So I was just on there, and then Vele because I was heavily influenced by like the Shadies and like that whole G Unit Shandies. So that's like what all like that rap was about. And Joe would say, "This is me, wada wada. Don't fuck with me because I'll shoot you in the face."
So you never tried cramping? Like
Yeah, I used to be hella dope. No, like I never used to cramp. Like it was more like that silky shandies. Let's got Chris Brown more than about tight eyes than
Stomp the yard.
Not even because that's close to cramp than it is to like is got Chris Brown and Usher and stuff. But I was pretty smooth too. I was pretty smooth with it.
What happened?
I could still rock probably and go, but then I haven't done it in a while.
Sibs.
But does anyone ever lose their ability to dance? Isn't it like riding a bike?
I don't know.
I mean, just like not necessarily like being able to cramp, but
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of movement, what do you do in the dance floor?
Oh, yeah.
like EPI, and I'm sure you catch.
I
on
mean,
the
I
dance
guess,
moves
I guess because Veda is just like you, like knowing how to move your body or whatnot. Okanye muscles zakho ziqhelela away andazi. But then I think you have a point.
Yeah. So let's get to Anele. That's the whole reason why we started. I wanted to hear your first rap, and you gotta rap
And
it.
the recent
No,
one.
never mind. What the recent one? With the
The recent one?
Yes, please.
No, you don't want to hear the recent
If you
one.
love the end.
Doesn't funu VN in Ampra
No, guys.
He's so hype when the ad lib. And
Nah,
the
you-
instrument
you-
goes.
Come on.
Sibs makes the instruments, dog. He produces, so we can get.
No. That one is still coming up.
Yeah,
That's the thing. I mentioned Joe, but this is that one is for it's not for everyone. You need to prepare yourself before you listen
Come
to
on,
it.
man.
Oh, snap.
It wasn't Sister Betina seen in the same light. I hate that song though.
Hey,
Oh,
national anthem.
Okay, I think we just transitioned into something else and using Sister Betina. But the story is
Yeah.
for the excuse.
Which story are we talking about? My first song, or are we talking about
Yeah.
my recent?
Yeah.
Both.
Yes, please.
Both.
I'm kidding. I won't give you the recent one. But my first song, I feel like I can't remember my first. Okay. Thing is, I don't have a lot.
First, he's a whole ass nigga.
I don't remember all of them, but I feel like my first.
Yay! Body count.
I feel like it was part of a poem, né? But and then
Was it deep?
Yeah, I'm sure it was deep. Yeah, it was deep.
Why?
I was asking about the poem, and that's
I know, but why?
because look, you could have written like some shallow poems.
But most of my writings are of things.
Anele, did you start off as a poet before the music?
Yes.
Oh,
Most of my writings are mostly about things that happen around us, or around me rather. So even the song was also, I won't mention the name, I won't call out names, was also something that I took from what I saw Kumtu, yabo, and then I probably added my own stuff from watching TV and all of that. But yeah, I feel like that's what I mostly write about, things that happen around us.
So, like, do you still write?
I still do write.
Oh yeah, you wrote an explicit song yesterday.
No,
But-
Yeah.
I did not write that. That was like inspiration, and I haven't written on it. Okay. I just got those few
Cancel it.
Lines.
VN.
now from VN.
Yeah.
Everybody wants this VN.
It was-
Like you buy hype, so I really
I
do.
think like everyone should like
It's
drop
fire,
in the
bro.
comments about Anele asking Levi and we'll make it happen.
Connect
Yes.
things, guys.
Yes.
We'll make it happen.
So
Probably-
Bamba
I'll probably be the one spamming the comments. It's and please drop.
So now we are here. Like part of no, it has nothing to do with the. I said I hated Sister Betina as a kid. I never thought it was cool. Like yeah.
You never
At
thought it
no
was.
point in time did I ever think that
Slikour,
was cool.
Now for me, Sister Betina, I think it was not that I liked it, but I think at the time we were not allowed to listen to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the thing.
That's the thing about it. Yeah,
That's
that's
the
the
that
thing
really
about it.
catchy.
Because I remember even like when I got to listen to it, we had to set the volume very low and then listen to speaker like just
TV.
just like 12 o'clock on Saturdays. You know? so that's how I got to listen to Sister Betina, because I remember I was here in Margate when I was here in Margate primary, and my sisters and everybody else, so befunda like in Shepstone, so they got to be in the bus and they'd listen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So for me, I'd never heard it, yeah, but then everybody was talking about it, so I was like, I want to hear this song.
Because I also think that's what made it easier for
Yeah.
me to listen to, because vele like when Fune Shepstone
Yeah.
are anger.
Oh, okay.
So like just hearing it for the first time and like the environment in which it was playing was pretty cool and everybody was bumping to it. So I was like,
Sure.
Yeah, for me,
you know what I mean?
there was that, ne? Like everyone like the Forbidden song. I
Showcase.
listened to it and I was like,
We are on line.
yeah. So you were saying Funde Are Anger,
Yeah. And then
Sister Betina.
Sister Betina. That's how I got to like the song, really, because the environment yakoni bivuma, and I got to listen to it in its entirety, like in the sound system, whatnot. Like I really like that shit. I really.
I was high off a fish shepherd in a Sweet 8. I was listening to it and I said, not Leompum Le Shepherd.
Oh, hey. You have to clarify. I'm like, yo, I don't even think we're allowed to, like, or at least y'all weren't even allowed to eat, like, sweets after a class tea, like, and you tell me you were high off some sherbet.
Hey, bro, it's just 10 years Sweet 8 and just walk out and about as Lalini. And when Sister Betina came out, I listened. Yeah, I remember Futinandi Tana.
Yeah.
Go,
So
it's
I'm the-
overrated. Go,
So I'm the only one who never liked the song. Yeah.
It's a color, yeah.
No, I never liked it from the jump because
Yeah.
I had taste. I had taste. No, it was hyping. Like it sounds like it doesn't even sound like a song. Like
Sure.
you heard the original
Sure.
song.
Yeah.
It's like super long, and the guy who
Oh,
actually
yeah,
died, who they don't no longer credit on the song.
Oh,
I think
shit.
Uchabu or some shit. Like
Who-
there were
who-
two of them on the song, and the original guy who did the most
Yeah.
died, then Wasalalo. So at that time, like I think it was it around the time he has a house, I will marry you if you marry me. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I think it was around that
Oh,
time.
I think it was. I
No,
think
it
that
was
one came
after
later.
that.
That
Oh,
one
yeah.
came later.
But yeah, I all consider them trash under the same thing. Yeah, but
Showcase.
like as much as
Didn't
people
like
like
what
them,
DJ call me, dog.
yo, I hate
Nah,
it.
that one I never liked from
No,
Jump.
no,
I
it's
hated
too
that shit,
ratchet.
like-
That one I
It
didn't
was
like from
fine,
Jump.
dog.
It was ratchet.
Come on, Kuss.
Ah,
Come on,
that
Kuss.
word. Yeah, but it has.
Come
has
on,
a-
Kuss. Come on, you
Yeah,
can't.
but that part is nice, but like, oh Lord. Yeah, but
Yeah.
So for me, I've always had like, I'm snobby with my music. Yeah, but I'm
Sure,
snobby with.
sure.
So my reviews are based on. I can like the simplest of things.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll,
yeah.
yeah. And I
So
was
like-
telling these niggas like when I on my way here, was it a day or two ago? I'm in the taxi sitting in the front seat. And I'm mugging everyone. In my ear, I'm listening to Lizzo.
Oh, snap.
Lizzo is like going off, and I'm like, yo, like, some of my heart, I'm like, yeah. If you listen to her music, you know, it's
Yeah.
Ngati, she's on a jumping castle.
Showcase.
It's like, feel good. The way you just feel warm. Apparently, like, ngathi ndigo like lo lo ngibhatala lapho. Funani.
Showcase.
But like I've always had like that sort of thing, like when it comes to music, but I'm not gonna like it just because abantu abaninzi but bayithanda. This
Sure.
is cool because
Sure.
generally that's how people function.
Yeah.
But that's why y'all liked it so much that we're having a hip hop festival and Umkharimbe is headlining it.
Kaloku, that's not that. You're making it seem like we're the ones.
No, I'm not saying that they are talking about generally as the public.
Sure.
But like he's a crowd puller.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing against the festival,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think he's hip hop enough. But I get the
I
marketing
mean,
part,
bad. I mean, I totally agree as well. I would say like that doesn't make any sense. I would say.
But yet, does it not make sense because you guys are hip hop guys and you'll actually like the song? So to see the person whose song you like live, does it not just?
I think it's the
frame.
frame. I think it's the frame. I think it's the frame. Sorry to cut you. E. Like I think it's the frame, like the framing of the event. To which you like, don't make it a hip hop event and then pull that, have that guy as the crowd puller.
But who would you put in his place? Who's
I'm sure there's guys and first like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get like a DJ maybe like who's in that space but not as popping Klampe like Wobbly Kanje. Like cause Wobbly's pretty
do you know
dope.
the Wobbly Dream Team Kharimbe song?
Showcase.
Like the remix of that.
Showcase.
Oh, that's my shit. That's
You know
my
what I
shit.
mean?
Not, I've been doing it.
Cause
like
Wobbly came to level. That guy is actually fire, bro. Like Central Gang is set here, okay? It was fire, bro. Like
it's yeah, I'm gonna
Lango
listen to that song.
nasty scene, eh?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
right
That
after.
song,
Yeah.
that song was fire.
Yeah.
That song was
was.
fire. Like I think another thing that annoyed me about it was that was the Timberland sample, so it felt like there was no effort put towards the creating. So
because
for me-
initially I thought that was what was going on. I didn't know if it was. I didn't even think it would make it. Like I just thought it was like some thing somebody from the hood just made, and then
it was something somebody from the
central logo like close proximity type of shandies. So I was like, oh shit, this is actually dope.
Yeah. But yeah, I think you can sort of appreciate the fact that there are certain things where we associate hip hop to just the sound.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these people who are within the hip hop space, they move, or who are in the music industry, they move very hip hoppy.
I feel you.
They move very hip hoppy, meaning they're inspired by the culture of hip hop because this is we'll take what you'll discard and you'll rate as uncool and we'll make it cool
we'll make
in
it
our
cool
own
as
way.
shit, yeah.
Like so everyone sort of like from or Big Nas. Or like Big Nas used to rap back in the day, or a lot of some of these guys, they just like the piano guys, like right now, who used to be bar heavy at some point. They might not have been as good or whatever. But Aisha, let me not say nothing about reason. But for some reason, I just don't relate. Yeah, well, like
For some reason.
See
for
what
some
you
reason,
did
it's just it's like his piano records just not connecting like with me.
Yeah.
Like,
but apparently he writes a whole lot of the hits that
no, he should stick to writing.
Yeah.
But I sometimes the thing is you can have like an idea that's awesome. With us as South Africa, what sucks is we don't really credit. We don't really. What's up with you?
I was fixing my head.
Yo, bro, you should have seen that nod. It was like as if I said something I
Showcase.
shouldn't have.
It's like
I'm fixing my hood. I'm sorry.
So, like, we don't really like giving each other like if I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you rap and I'm like, oh, that line is trash. Why don't you say this instead?
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah.
feel offended the fact that I pointed that out and
like
I'm
Kuss
trying to write for you.
I spent like hours writing this shit.
So, and we don't understand that the number one hits, I think we are having this conversation, Osti, a lot of these number one hits are collaborative.
Yeah, yeah.
There's, I forgot whose interview, was it Mickey Fax? But Mickey was talking about how Kanye creates. When they were working on Yeezus,
Sure.
Konapaway had like some of the top spitters in the game, like the Osai High, him.
Showcase.
I forgot who else. There were like 4 of them in the room. They wrote 16 bars each. Made to Kanye take this verse, Kanye take this verse. Kanye listened to all of them. He took like 4 bars, best or 4 from everyone.
Yeah.
He didn't say on what song, but obviously if you check the album credits, you'll see what songs. they
And
are
Kanye
credited.
is known to do that because
Yeah.
like even on the beat in Jade, like a lot of people just worked on this one.
So and
Shandies.
apparently another thing why Ayenzayo is if you walk into the room and you're wearing a Puma and he thinks of a line about Puma, you
Showcase, he getting a check. Yeah, I watched that. Yeah.
So like imagine Lord, if you would say
and it's like, oh snap, and that becomes the hook.
Yeah.
Nigga gets a check.
So like we don't really do much collaborating within that sense as far as hip hop goes. Where I can be like, yo, Sibs, I got this idea for the song. And you're like, yeah, Kuss, I see what you did there. Then you're taking the same lines that I wrote and add Dawako or personality or little ad libs to just make it stand out. It's all flip. Now we've got something that's unique, that's cooked, and that we all contributed towards making.
Like I think Nakona Foods in hip hop we have this supremacy like complex. Like how can
as a culture.
As a culture, like how can I be king in the Zubana Yangogu? Like I got like my Jews from Kuss and I got some of the Jews from UE, so and Sinala Antolea is self-made. You know what I mean? I'm a self-made man.
But right now, does that matter if the top rapper like Drake, who's the biggest hip hop artist in the world, he takes lines from people,
takes the whole song, takes, but
he'll take care. So you won't get alone, the dog, like, and it doesn't matter to the people.
Do you know? I think la way since the hip hop culture really inspired by US, those people Abapayana said it in their lines, and the team now we listened like, oh shit, I wanna be self-made, I wanna be rich. But Kengogu, we didn't really look into the behind the scenes, like in the way you enjoy. But Drake does say, but I think he does.
We want to emulate the end process.
Even the I got hoes, don't your boy Migos.
But
Those niggas are cuffed. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Smoking and selling drugs. They don't really.
He's been married for a long time, Snoop.
Bro. Yeah. Well, so ingatitina we didn't interpret it ngendlela grand okanye that's gonna work for the culture.
And regardless, bro, like people who like really push the envelope as far as a hip hop are always the guys who break the hip hop rules. You know what I mean? In a sense. So I guess now, but in breaking those rules, like it makes sense.
So when should we expect your piano track?
My piano track? I'd rather produce a piano track. I don't think I have the sauce to pull off a piano track. I'd have to infuse it with some hip hop.
Do you have?
Yes, sir.
I think that's the next one. That's the first one we're doing. Yeah, well, like, I'll pull it off. You'll Kuss, right? I'll be the piano or whatever. I just don't have the dance moves for it. There's a lot of
showcase.
There's a lot of and
yeah.
dandruff type of thing. I don't have the hair for it. That was
alright.
Yeah, it's the dance moves, bro.
But now producing it is fairly simple. I don't want to lie, but like it's putting pen to pad. That I don't think I can pull off personally.
For sure. And the corner of it goes right there.
Ngifuna ukuba self-made.
Ngifuna ukuba self-made. You want to give me some credit, man.
Yeah, but like outside of like let's get back to the festival a little. Like, what are you looking forward to? Because it's a level 10, so obviously you will possibly be there. Will possibly be there. But like, if there is no gig, there was a lot of controversy about the lineup. That's what I like about hip hop. Like even the organizers of Shoya Corner, they don't give a damn. They set off rappers. We talk. I've been thinking you was whack.
Wait.
And I'm sitting there on the sidelines like, bro, what's going on here? So it's been interesting. Like the build up back to it. It's going down at level 10, and there was actually like I think we even had like a situation with them, but it was nothing really that hectic. It was just a matter of we do the open
Open
mic
mic
sessions.
sessions.
So people thought we were the ones doing the festival.
Yeah.
We're like, wait, that ain't us. So we had to get the venue to sort of clear. We'd say, yo, what's going on? Can you tell us? And no one really knew what was going on. But yeah, long story short, we cool. And we're actually expecting, like, I think when Excellent is in the coast, he might hop in and come tell us a bit more.
Showcase.
And I'm glad that Meg is going to be in the venue, who's basically one of the founders of South Coast Hip Hop as a movement, not necessarily as in Oti, he was the first one to rap. But what do you know about Magnitude? Besides that, I don't like him much.
I don't think I know anything.
Yeah, man, I
about
still
him.
don't like you. I was supposed to start talking to him, but due to some work I was doing for hip hop, so I could not do my due diligence without talking to him. Like I had to go talk to him and be like, yo, so
Showcase.
ABC, what is going on? 1, 2, 3. So I don't want to really reveal what it was in regards to what up until they actually do the huge reveal and if the information goes through.
Sure.
So, but yeah, Magnitude is the guy who used to host shows at a spot called Top Deck back in the day.
Snap.
We actually started off on the wrong foot and we ended off on the wrong foot too. So we are going to get him on the show and we won't talk about those things and see and more. Not necessarily about we have to talk about the negative things, but he's done a lot.
Squash the beef on the net.
Nah, I ain't squashing no beef. Squashing no beef.
Squashing his face.
I can go.
That has a lot of connotations attached to it.
Like, nah.
Either way, no. But yeah, man, like it's so cool because like the Blizzards, the M Kids, R.L. Jones, Excel, Natural Method, all these guys who are part of his team, Mag Media, back in the day, like a market.
Sure.
Like when I was still like mainly seen as East London.
Sure.
Not, but I'm bi-coastal. Like I'm the coast mount in coast up and the coast here coast. One
She
word,
coast, dear coast.
Yeah.
One hand, I juggle them both.
Yeah, well. So at that time, I had to come and snatch the throne. Whoever was there even a throne? So with me, like and opinions, like of artists and rappers.
Yeah.
I'm that type of person. Like I don't like that song. I'll tell you, I don't like that line. I don't like that. No, so many people like it. I don't like it. And I'll justify why I don't like it. Like I just said with Sister Betina. I thought like it was shock value. It was a lot of, we're not meant to say this. I don't find nothing artistic about it, even though it represented maybe a time and certain people.
A generation.
So I hate that. It had to be a generation I was a part of. Maybe hate is a strong word, but yeah, I just wasn't feeling that whole thing. And now I used to get picked up at school and dropped off. Then that one by like, no man, this thing kind of making me uncool. Let me get it takes a job. So in the taxi, money one by like, Lord, I'm not control.
Fuck this
what
song.
plays, And at that time, was it around the same time? Which came first? Khatalin, Nacho.
Oh yeah. That was
around the same time.
That was the first one.
Yeah. So boom. I'm like, yeah, keep that shit. Even though I think it's bubblegummy, but keep that shit.
You didn't like Khatalin?
Yeah. No, I liked it.
Beat was amazing.
If you're looking at the
beat was amazing.
At the time, I didn't know his suit in this one. So
bro, it just sounded cool.
Yeah.
Or not. Like with the Tswana niggas, the Motswako niggas, they had this way of making you like something where you understand it.
Yeah.
Fano talks, it's in like 525,600
minutes.
But how that song was actually carried out, it makes you feel like, yo, this is
Showcase.
without you even understanding about Utin.
Yeah. And you talk to now, you Shandes. Even on that scheme, Sam Shandes, and you just like, Yeah,
Yeah.
nigga.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, I know word for word now.
We bona fide.
Hey, dog. Don't even get me started.
Because I know we grew up on double HP.
Showcase.
But like one of the first verses I ever knew word for word was Slikkur's verse on our own remix.
Sure.
Please, Lord, understand, I'm a humble soul. When I rap, I feel warmth, but the industry is cold. People only give you love for a copy soul. Wish I could find happiness from my inner soul, because what we finding from these companies are what we've been told. If nobody fails you, then you're on your own. Your friends disappearing, you become unknown. Then frustration keeps ringing by, not your phone. And we're like, it just like that type of introspective, but man, because this Slikour was not even like a. Or he said it on the ventilation mixtapes, but I don't need a punchline to earn a fucking living. Yeah, but
So he was not a rapper's rapper.
Yeah, but he was just like somehow, because even not banger, what the heck was he talking about? Banger. Jesus, kumbul,
I think I still vibed. I think I still vibed.
And actually, he was one of the first people to sign my rhyme book. Like him and my man and Sugar Smacks were touring when my man dropped the album, and he didn't know who my man is.
Damn. Do I know?
You don't know my man?
Do I know who my man is?
Oh my word!
Don't even ask.
Yo, man.
Who's my man? Don't, bro.
No, dog, not my man. My man, like
No. I mean, like, look, who's my man? Like,
no, I mean, you're making me feel like granddad telling the kids stories of back in my day.
Once upon a time, kids.
No, actually, we were having a conversation about. With him, he was saying a whole lot of ignorant shit. I forgot who else was backing me. In terms of, I was talking about influence. No. There was somebody else who was with you and arguing the same thing. It's after I laid down the facts. And then that's when the mood changed. Of like, oh, we see what Kuss is saying.
Sure.
Because I was saying he was crediting, I forgot who you were giving credit to for Ifani, and I was like, you can't give credit to Ifani without giving credit to my man, because not necessarily even if umazi ungamazi, yabo, you cannot disregard this person's style and personality, because the first time I heard Ifani, he reminded me of my man, because hip hop is either very serious or very comical. Mm-hmm. There was
I hated that about it. Yes, I really hated it.
Younger Chief sort of made it cool. Yeah, but like now it's sort of like this is what the cool kids can say. Yeah, but like now when my man had look of like he can be serious, he can be comical. Like you can't go ukinsa. Yeah, but like Gilikinsa, GIN to the Gilikinsa, Gilikinsa. Yeah, but like to my basketball coach, but he apologizes about like Ndimu who stole like classes are ugly or whatever.
Oh no.
What's in the crook? Those type of things that can make you laugh.
Yeah.
Or one of my favorite things to quote, especially when I'm talking to the girl, baby ndiyakutanda wena undithandi. Baby ndiyakufuna wena undifuni kodwa lento ayithethe kuba soze ungandivuma ngusisi ndingubhuti. That's the way it should be. Got enough eating. So babini sidli fruity. It's hot there. Baby khulula tracksuit. Let me see your booty turn around baby ndikuthi. And also like that type of like it's very
free spirited, like in a sense.
Like and he can turn around and
Showcase.
Then he tells the whole story of how his mother died and ended up on the streets. Slikour picked him up as a street kid and put him in studio. But they had their fallouts, and we actually ran into him, Mr. Talente, when he was homeless in Tata. Well, we didn't know he was they had fallen out.
Yeah.
He wasn't homeless as yet, but he was walking barefoot at the plaza. We're like, oh, flip, my man. We were listening to the album heavy.
Sure.
So he played Taylor, but we were listening to it heavy. So, like, yo, my man. We're like, it's all excitement, take photos. Next thing we see him in London, it's at Talamanca. Talamanca is the spot where Uzahara was discovered. We all used to be there at sessions. No, Namsamazwai, who was hosting the whole thing.
Sure.
When she was a forte. So there's this whole lot of culture that you're around. Then before he started Soul Sessions, around the time that Soul Sessions were public, he
Yeah.
put my man on. But whenever he's doing these shows, he has this guy on the card, and he sort of revived his not necessarily revived his career, but he sort of gave him life around around Eastern Cape again, beyond having a big label. So there's like so many stories where you sort of seen this guy. He was the one and only rapper that I know, the last rapper that I know or artist that I know had a collaboration with Lebo Matosa with Usiavu. Yeah, but so
My man, yeah.
My man. So like now our argument was, if you look at the history, there's no way that you can say I finally didn't listen to that guy, because you could hear it when he came out. Because the first song I heard I finally on was that raw one. Was it he wanted, but he was talking about humping some celebrity chicks in a very crude manner. Yeah, but like that was very edgy. I'm like,
Showcase.
this is
That was
something
that before air,
was
where?
live. Yeah, before air.
Or see live.
Why rapper on C Live, like when C Live hosted the hip hop show.
Because there's a
And
song he
This
has
is a
that's
bit,
called See Live.
Nah, before
Not
was
that-
his
oh, yeah.
Yeah, but,
I remember See Live.
Yeah.
See Live, or something like that.
No, he
Yeah,
was rapping
but
on
that's
See
live,
Live,
that's
not
See
the song See Live.
Not the song.
right?
Not the
Yeah,
song.
nah.
Because he has a song called
Oh,
See Live,
yeah,
where
yeah,
he's
the song.
rapping
I know the
silly.
song.
yeah. So like when he came out, I'm like, bro, you cannot like the same way that I'm saying, as much as I don't like Umag, I could not go and disregard his presence within South Coast, because that's what got the scene started. I was talking to Mojo Poo when I was compiling whatever we're compiling.
Sure.
And he's like, yeah, we rap first, but as far as the scene, it's that nigga from Margate.
Yeah.
Who went nagotepe nozako beqala ukufika lana or Abdus, Sky Wonders, Champs, LUS, all these guys, they were brought in to Top Deck, Beziswang Meg, even us coming down from East London to sort of build relationships this side. So I can't say, because now when I'm talking and all you'll see is Kuss and open mic sessions, and make it seem like it's just me and my team who started this thing. There was no one before us who did it. Yeah, but because he's older than us, so he was ahead and he said some things. Well, like we even spoke about Hip Hop Evolution. I don't know if you know that docu.
Hip Hop Evolution, it's like that 4-part documentary. Yeah, check.
Yeah, so but like you cannot say screw Kumo D, because there wouldn't be you with this thing that you're doing right now. Yeah, or this thing that you love so much. So
Yeah.
So as I was saying, like that whole Kumo D thing, like not Kumo D, like I made a mistake. Oh, who's that nigga? Cool Herc, DJ Cool Herc.
Cool Herc.
Yeah, Cool Herc, and that whole thing. But we can't say
these are people that.
And he's still alive, bro.
Yeah.
He's still alive. Like we're making it seem like hip hop is this thing, like it's mythical. He creates desires, but like who just had different ideals and went against the grain. So you going against the grain, that's hip hop. Like I think, like
which comes back to the point that I was trying to make when you see like, as much as hip hop has now set rules and shit, like, but everybody who actually pushes the envelope forward are people who go against those very same rules.
Yeah. So like. I think like even I find he had like skills as far as like the technical side. Yeah, but like even you can't. But he might have been lost too much within the gimmick.
Yeah, definitely.
Because when he tried to make his comeback song and he had these clips of him touring China, whatever. So Express or he had this new song called Mihlale Ndamas, and Mihlale mized it. Maybe he thought because Mihlale is that girl right now, she'll probably retweet and he'll go viral, and somebody, it was just cringy even watching that performance on Expresso. So I'm
Plus
hoping.
he had this other show, was it SAPC 3 or something?
Where he's touring to China.
Yeah, that
and
one.
that's he was going to introduce that when he performed that song Express. But he was away in China creating that. But he's smart enough to even land deals with the SAPC because they bought the product. One day always should tell on your own thing, we'll travel through China. You're like, oh guys, like SAPC, here's some product.
Nice content.
hayi shem inhle akufani. So yeah, dog, like yeah. What are we going on?
Kaloku, the point was like, we would say you can't disregard,
Debates.
you can't talk about.
And there's defend
Lewe.
yourself when nigga, like this. I put that was my point before he even makes his point. So come on, man, also change story about white.
Ah,
What I was trying to say was,
what I was trying. Listen properly. No, bro, that is like as far as going into isiXhosa, ngoba ndandibhala isilungu
sure.
kuphela. So ukungena kwami kwisiXhosa, bra, it was uIfani, dog.
Facts.
It was uIfani that inspired the whole thing, and then I think nabantu abebe around him na started. But yeah, iwe ndandiyitsho ngalamini was uba mna I didn't know my man until you played me ngoma their album yake, and then leya ngoma ka
Oh yeah, no, continue.
leya ngoma enolabel, I could reckon it by, yeah, I think I've heard learning ngoma. But like as far as like here nanje dangamazi. So uIfani kum is that person. Yeah, well, so when and then you said but nah, you can't say Ifani without saying my man. And I said still I don't know.
I think in a sense it's kind of to qualify what he was saying. It's like somebody who would now go to a young thug and be like, nah, he was the pioneer of this Shandes.
Oh yeah. The conversation was pioneer. It wasn't really just about this is the guy that's inspiration. So that's where our
heads bumped.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be the same Shandes, and then somebody would just come through and be like, there's still Abu Lil Wayne who
cameraman utene tulive na paya.
Cameraman upiz.
Pizan.
Olusuku belude ke.
So manjani?
Belulude ke.
Olude, oh, I see. I get you.
That's why you keep halting. Enyanisweni. Bro, these are bars. I keep scheming at Pizan. And that's why do y'all keep doubting me?
I know.
Sure,
And now you want to read out?
Yo,
no, shit.
Jesus, please.
Hey, man.
Shit.
Yeah, whatever.
Get out of here, man. Fucking shit.
Haters will hate. Potatoes will potato. Yeah. Hey, man, I think we're at the end of the show. I don't even know what we talked about. We talked about a lot of things.
Talked about a lot of things.
Talked about
Anele's VN, which is still going to send me comments.
Yeah, please comment and tell Anele you want to hear the VN.
Like,
subscribe, share. Get your friends to comment and be like, we want to hear the explicit VN, Anele.
Showcase.
And Anele will release.
Yes.
Along with his news.
The nudes in it.
What news are you talking about, Debo?
No, not mine, but like the ones that you're talking about.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Only
What the hell are you talking about? Because I said you're going to release the VN and
Along the what?
Like, this just became awkward. Masiang.
Editing,
cut that shit out.
I heard.
Shame.
Okay, yo, man. Let's raise the bar, the Oddcast. It's been dope. I don't even know if what you guessed or what were you doing here.
We were assisting, guy. We were assisting. You got the headsets on. You know.
The morning, you
I'm
like,
like-
man. Really close to the one bar.
Hey, man.
You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, it's been real, Kuss. Thank you for this. This was fun. This was really fun.
Yeah. So shout out to the squad in the building. We out. Follow,
Squeezy
like,
squad.
subscribe. Follow him at
Grandchild Mbukwe.
Yo,
Yo,
I know.
just put it down
Why
there.
not?
It's
On
gonna be there.
Facebook, man. Just grandchild. Search a grandchild. You find me. You find me.
Funny thing is, he's making it seem like xa ufumana like i-cousin yakho uyazi ba ufumene yena. Because nobabini you'll share same grandfather or something.
Yeah, it's like grandchild. Of course, you find me.
Yeah.
It's
Nje.
grandchild without any of the vowels or write it
Yeah,
at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. I am Sibs _ uncapped on
No cap.
Awuku I
Instagram.
am. It's just at Sibs _
at Sibs SIBS _ uncapped
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Go Instagram
And then I want to tell people like
where they can
I'm
find.
a ghost, bro. I'm a ghost writer. I'm a ghost.
Okay.
I'm a ghost behind the
get-
cam. I'm just out here, bro. They don't need to know me.
Anele ghost.
Yes, it's
Okay.
South Coast.
Yeah, we out.
Yeah, man.
This is how
Download
you-
my EP.
Yeah.
Stream my
Showcase.
shit, man. Yeah, you know the vibes, man. About to pull up, screw. Nah,
About to
just
blow
kidding.
About to blow up. Catch my next live show. Go. What you?
This is how you raise the bar. You plug in with the man in charge. That's something you don't sabotage. This is how you raise the bar. Raise the roof like a demigod. Keep making your moves while the devil's watch. This is how you raise the bar. Don't build your label on a deck of cards, claiming you stable but don't affect the charts. This is how you raise the bar. We ain't phased by y'all. Straight talk. We don't fake for the fades of heart.